Hi, in this video, we'll talk about the paper Leaf, Latent Exploration Along the Frontier. This is joined to work with Animesh Garg and Florian Skurti. We first describe what is reinforcement learning. It is a learning paradigm where an agent interacts with the environment over several time steps to discover states in the environment that lead to high rewards. The rewards quantify performance with respect to a particular task, such that maximizing rewards leads to better completion of that task. In most realistic settings, for example, for a peg in a hole insertion task on the right, the agent has a finite time duration to complete the task. This is typically quantified in terms of the length of the episode. So then the question becomes how best to balance exploring the environment and exploiting previously learned knowledge such that the agent actually achieves high rewards over the entire episode. So we consider the problem setting of self-supervised goal condition policy learning from images. Here, the goals are specified to the agent in the form of images, and the agent does not have any access to the underlying configuration of the goal state. The figure on the right shows such a setup that we use in our experiments. Here, the point agent needs to navigate from an initial location to a goal location. The goal image shown on the right specifies the position of the point agent in the goal state, but the agent doesn't have access to the underlying configuration of that state. So the agent only receives this image, and during training, it must learn to practice reaching goals such that at test time, when such an image is given to the agent, it can efficiently reach that goal configuration. So the key idea of our paper to tackle this problem setting is to keep track of the current frontier of reachable states. Once we have such a frontier that is reliable, the agent would set goals beyond the currently reachable frontier such that by learning to reach the new goals, the frontier can be expanded. We show this through an illustration below. Consider the task of pushing a puck to a goal location. The goal location is specified in red for visual convenience. Here, you see the image of the initial state and an image of a state at the current frontier. The frontier is a set of all states that are currently reachable from the initial state, and it is the largest such set of states. So the agent first executes a goal-directed deterministic policy to reach the frontier, which signifies some form of commitment. And to go beyond the frontier, the agent executes a stochastic goal-directed policy such that new states can be explored while going beyond the frontier. The idea here is that since the exploration, the episode length is limited, and so is the exploration budget, so the agent should not spend time exploring within the frontier reachable states and must push all the exploration budget beyond the frontier. The key components that make this algorithm feasible are a variational autoencoder that learns low-dimensional latent states from images. Then we have a reachability network that determines whether one latent state is currently reachable from another latent state. And finally, we have the goal-directed deterministic policy and the goal-directed stochastic policy. The figure on the right shows the architecture of the reachability network. Here we have a Siamese network where the encoders have tied weights. Encoder I takes in the input state I, the encoder J takes in the input state J. And we have another encoder for encoding this reachability vector K. So K is a number that we use to infer whether state I can be reached from state J in K steps. We concatenate all three embeddings and then have a few fully connected layers. And finally, the output is either a 0 or a 1. So 0 says that the state I is not reachable from state J in k steps, and 1 says that state I is reachable from state J in k steps. Because we don't want reachability for exactly k steps, but we want reachability for at least k steps. Uh, so K encodes the fact that, so the training tuple is such that K encodes whether state I is reachable from state J in at most K steps. So we describe the overall training paradigm. Here you can see the initial state of the image on the top left and the goal image on the bottom left. So we encode the initial image, and the encoding is represented by Z naught here. And that gets fed into the reachability network. And we have a current manifold of the VAE based upon how much it has been trained so far. So from that manifold, we can sample latent states ZIs. And what we do next is to determine whether ZI is reachable from Z naught in K steps. And while evaluating this reachability, what you want to determine is the maximum value of K, such that state I is reachable from state Z naught. So we have these distributions P1 to Pk star, where Pk star is the distribution of states at the frontier K star. So K star is the largest such K that we can infer. And we call Pk star as the frontier. So Pk star quantifies the set of reachable states at the frontier. And we can sample states from Pk star, which we denote as Z star here. And we show a reconstruction of what Z star looks like here. Similarly, we can encode the goal image, ZG. And for the episode whose horizon length is, say, H, we first execute a deterministic policy from Z naught to reach a state in the frontier that we have sampled, which is Z star. The deterministic policy is shown in the figure as mu. So it's a goal condition policy that takes in the goal Z star and the initial state Z naught. And we execute this for K star steps in the environment because we have determined that Z star is reachable from Z naught in K star steps. And after that, we end up in a state which we call Z hat star, which may be slightly different from Z star just because of the fact that the deterministic policy may not be perfect. Then we execute a stochastic policy to reach from the state Z hat star to the goal state ZG. The stochastic policy is shown by pi. And finally, we reach a state close to the goal state Z hat G. During training, as the policies become better, the states represented by hat become close to the actual goal states. In this figure, we illustrate the process through a latent traversal on the manifold of the VAE. Here we have a goal image, and we have the embedding Z naught of the initial state. We show the rendered frame X naught and the reconstructed frame X hat naught. We can see that as we traverse through this manifold of the VAE, we get reconstructions that are highly realistic. Now we show some quantitative results of our method on simulated and real robot tasks. In this figure, we have two tasks. The first is point mass navigation, and the second is push and reach. In point mass navigation, as I described previously, the point agent needs to navigate from an initial location to a goal location, and the goal location is specified by an image from a top-down camera. Here we compare our method against a state-of-the-art baseline SkewFit, where we see that our method is able to reach very close to the final state, whereas SkewFit doesn't quite reach close to the final state at the end of the episode. Similarly, for the push and reach task, we have the goal image that specifies the POC location and the location of the end effector. This again is an image and the actual configurations are not available to the agent. So here the task is compositional because it consists of pushing the POC to the goal location and then moving the end effector to its goal location. And we see that our method can reach very close to the goal location, whereas the baseline SkewFit doesn't get the end effector close to the goal location. Here we show a video of the agent trained by Leaf. So this is a narrow corridor pushing task where the POC needs to be pushed from one location to the other. And the catch is that the corridor where the POC is being pushed is quite narrow, so the POC might fall off the table. And you see that our method brings the POC very close to the goal location. We show a video of the push and reach task where again we see that the agent brings the POC very close to the goal location and the end effector to its goal location. Now we show our method on a real Franca Amica Panda arm where the task is to insert the peg into the hole. Here we compare against another state-of-the-art baseline Go Explore, and we show the video for 30,000 interactions of the Go Explore agent and 10,000 interactions for the Leaf agent. Here we'll see that the Leaf agent is able to do the peg in a hole insertion task successfully at the end of 10,000 interactions, whereas the Go Explore agent is not able to get the POC into the hole. In summary, we propose an approach for efficient exploration in self-supervised reinforcement learning. Our approach keeps track of the frontier of reachable states such that the agent can execute a deterministic policy to reach the frontier and execute a stochastic policy to explore beyond the frontier. This ensures that exploration budget is focused on exploring beyond the frontier and is not wasted in exploring within the frontier. We show through experimental evaluation on a suite of challenging manipulation and navigation tasks, both on simulation and on real hardware. Thank you. Please check our paper for more details.